Hey everybody, it's Pendragon, and today's video is brought to you by W Energy. W Energy is a clean energy drink that has no sugar, no calories, and comes in a variety of delicious flavors, including my favorites, Beach and Peach and Dragonade. Not only does it give you no jitters and no crash, but it's chock full of vitamins and amino acids which are great for you. Use promo code Pendragon for 10% off your order and give it a shot today. And now, on to the video. Hey everybody, it's Pendragon and welcome back to more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Last time Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I thought we were getting chased by a Pidgey right off the bat. I forgot that you could have two Pokemon out. You can have your Pikachu and then you can have another Pokemon following you. So last time on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, we made our way into Viridian Forest. We started to go through some things and we got a couple Pokemon. So who did we end up getting? We got our Caterpie and then we got a Weedle, which I think I forgot to give a name to. I actually don't recall off the top of my head if we got Weedle while we were in here. I think we did. Oh yeah, so I needed to give them a nickname. So I'm going to call, let's see, female Weedle. Gosh, female bee. I guess Queen Bee is going to be the best we get here. I wonder if I put the wrong Weedle on my team if I caught another one, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So let's go ahead and just name this Queen Bee, just because I do know what Weedle evolves into. And let's just go ahead and start making our way through the rest of this area. Let me go ahead and just show you the, what was it? There was something I need to show you guys. That I'm trying to do this at the start of each episode. Just the Pokemon that we have so far. So the ones that obviously are not nicknamed are the ones that we can't use. And this Pikachu is going to become a Raichu eventually, so that we can actually have the Dex. And yeah, fun times. So let's go ahead and start making our way through here again. And I am going to try to get the version exclusive Pokemon as well. I know Pikachu has some version exclusives, and so does Let's Go Eevee. So we will see how everything goes with that. Also, what I ran into? Apparently a Caterpie. So let's go ahead and just start chucking stuff right at it, because we're going to have to start catching things anyways and start getting this XP up. And I keep forgetting that Let's Go does not have battling with the wild Pokemon, so every time I see this little menu here, I'm always like, wait, get ready, why? And then I'm like, ah yes, I have to get ready to just throw the ball and basically play Pokemon Go. And obviously if we get a bunch of fights going on like back to back to back, I'll try to cut them out as we go. So if you guys prefer seeing them, so be it. However, I will not be skipping trainer fights, obviously, unless it takes us multiple attempts to get something, and all that fun stuff. So, Pidgey didn't learn anything there. The Caterpie has been added to the party, even though they shouldn't be added to the party. But we did get our Pokemon from here. We got the Caterpie, and we got the Weedle. So I believe we got Caterpie actually at the previous routes, right before we entered in here. But meanwhile, we need to actually go through here and start battling all these trainers. So, oh, you have a partner Pokemon? Let me get a better look. And we're basically just going to be beating the crap out of all these trainers and trying to get as much money and XP as we can in here. So, I know there's not a lot of trainers in Viridian Forest, but there's definitely going to feel like that we have a lot more, just because we haven't really been battling already in this game, aside from, I think, what, we had 2 fights, I want to say? And even then, one of them was with our rival. So we'll just go ahead and start one-shotting all these people's Pokemon. Which on the bright side with Let's Go, all the Pokemon in the party get XP. So we're going to have a pretty even team, aside from obviously Pikachu is going to be a much higher level than everyone else. Unless we catch something that's relatively higher in level. But we'll see how it goes. So I know I want to go through here and try to collect the items. And there is one in this grass. 5 Pokeballs, I'll happily take that. So we have plenty of Pokeballs for catching things. I think this is a trainer, let's see. Yes it is. Or yes she is. Hey, do you have a big Pikachu? Sure. I guess so. I actually don't remember what their size is, so I'll have to check. But obviously we're going to be fighting a Rattata. Because for those who don't know Pokemon games, different trainer types have different Pokemon types associated with them typically. with the exception being the Ace Trainer. Ace Trainer typically has multiple types because they're kind of like the main character trainer where you can use multiple types and all that stuff. Most other trainers will use things that relate to them. So the Bug Catcher obviously uses bug types. And then, oh my gosh, my brain broke for a second. Swimmers will use water types and so on and so forth. But anywho, without getting too much into the technical stuff, let's just continue along here. I think this guy battles us. No, it's not. Oh, that's right. They came here to get some Pokemon battles with their friends. And to obviously just catch a whole bunch of bug types, which is what Viridian Forest is known for. Aside from being the only location that has Pikachu. So let's move past here. And this guy should battle us? Yes, perfect. Hey, you have Pokemon, right? Come on! Let's battle them! I guess we're just going to keep going through all these battles real fast. And I will try to... I can actually change the settings to make the transitions faster on here, like the text and everything. That might be a good idea, since a lot of this is going to be just me speaking over one Pokemon or two Pokemon battles. And when we get to longer fights, which are going to happen later in the game, where there's like 4 or 5 or even 6 Pokemon on the team, it's going to be a little longer. Well, it shouldn't be too terrible, but it's definitely going to be not a struggle, but it's going to definitely be a fun time for having to sit here and describe every little battle. But that's why you guys watch Let's Plays, so we're going for it. And apparently Caterpie can't hack it for this fight. Now, I'll try to read most of their lines on here, but some of the trainers kind of get a little repetitive. And what's this say? Trainer tips, how you try to catch Pokemon depends on the kind of controller you're using. If you change your controller, you can check the help option that appears on a quick tutorial. Oh, the Pokemon catching screen for a quick tutorial. Apparently I skipped half that line. So let's grab these items. 3 raspberries, okay. We're going to be getting plenty of raspberries as well, since this is basically Pokemon Go. And this is a youngster who is going to try to run away from us. They don't want to fight, apparently. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, and I ran out of them. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. I agree on that, because it is definitely very easy to run out of them. Also, now I'm finally running. There we go. Apparently, I wasn't tilting my joystick enough. And also, this is showing you there are multiple paths, so you can actually skip. So, do I know if Bulbasaur appear in this forest? I want to say no. But that's got to be how you actually get the other 3 trainers, so maybe. I guess we'll find out. Because if we happen to run into a Bulbasaur in here, I might have to catch it. Even though I'm not going to be able to use it, which is going to be kind of sad. But I don't think that we're going to be running into Bulbasaur. Also, I should start showing, I think, on here, a list of Pokemon on the side of the screen that actually can appear here and their spawn rates, if I remember to. I'll try to start doing that, and I can show you guys the previous ones if you want. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll have a little compilation of them. And I could even do that maybe as my ending card on here. I'll have to think about it. It's got to be thinking out loud and kind of rambling on mid-video about how I can do different edits on here. Could I listen to what she has to say? Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm just a simple Pokemon trainer, here to catch everything. I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. I have not seen a Bulbasaur, though, so I don't think Bulbasaur appears here. And if it does, please correct me, and future me will also correct me by putting something on the screen. Like, maybe I'll put a little overlay in the corner that just shows the route stuff. And if I already did it, it's like, whenever I hopped on here, or during the first part of editing, so when I first started, I will definitely already have that there, and this will make no sense to anybody. So let's go ahead and encounter this trainer. I think the exit is to the right. Yo, you can't punk out of a battle if you're a real Pokemon trainer. Yeah, this is just telling you can't run away from Pokemon battles. Well, at least with trainers. Which I think is very fair. You're kind of just meeting eyes, and it's, I guess, an honor thing where you must accept any and all battles that you face in this game. So we're going to take out a Kakuna here, it looks like. Also, I feel like the Pokemon weren't all level 3 in the original, red, blue, etc. I feel like that the Pokemon were actually various levels around here. But oh well. Also, this is what Kakuna will always do, is just try to harden its defense, and it's like, I'm using a special move, so that defense boost is not going to do anything. Plus, Kakuna was already low enough where even if that would have cut the damage in half, it still would have done enough to take it out. Also, that was a crit, I just realized that. And now we are level 9. Do we learn a new electric-type move yet? I don't think so. Double Kick, though, is actually going to be super useful. So, Double Kick is a fighting-type move. It hits twice. We are going to need a fighting-type move. Because the first gym in the game, well, we're going to see, is weak to fighting. So it's always nice to have this. And because we start with Pikachu, we are technically at a disadvantage with this. Because a lot of times, the type of Pokemon that is in the first gym also has a secondary type that is immune to electric-type moves, which is ground-type. However, the first gem is rock-types. So, spoiler, but you'll see it very soon anyways. And plus, if you guys haven't played Pokemon Red or know about the gems or the show or anything, I'd be very surprised at this point. But anywho, since this guy's got no Pokemon battle with, now he's telling us about, oh, that's how you beat a trainer, apparently. Which, like I said, a lot of lines do get very repetitive on here. You can also speak to them again to get bonus lines, but meh. Don't always need those. Also, I was trying to escape that Weedle. I'm also going to try not to run from any Pokemon unless I absolutely have to. But since you have to just catch things anyways, I don't really see a reason to run away in the Pokemon Let's Go series, because you might as well just catch everything you see. And obviously, if you have too many of a certain Pokemon, you can just let them all out. Because this does have compatibility with Pokemon Home. And Pokemon Home is where you can basically switch Pokemon from various games. You can switch them from some of the side games like Pokemon Go and all that stuff. I would call that a side game. And there are 2 Pokemon that are Go exclusive that I will be trying to transfer in here. I don't think I'll use them in battles, but that will be Meltan and Melmetal, which I don't think you can get Melmetal in the game. You can only get Meltan, and then you have to transfer a separate Melmetal because you can't evolve it in the game due to the way it evolves, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, if I'm wrong, but please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So, anywho, I think actually this way is the correct way. So let's just fight a bunch of these trainers. And trick for throwing a Pokeball. Well, I guess she'll tell me the trick after I beat her. That is also a common thing with these trainers, for those who haven't played a Pokemon game. Many times they will just tell you something useful after you beat them. If they ask you a question like, oh, do you know the difference between blah and blah? And then they'll tell you as like their secondary line. Also, this one's a level 4 Pidgey, so we must be going the right way. Obviously, higher levels means we're going the right direction, right? And also, as you can see, Pidgey's flying type. That was super effective. So that Pidgey is taken down. And we beat her. And the battle was right on target. So I guess she doesn't tell us unless we speak to her again. And throw a Pokeball to hit the center. You know, the center of those 2 rings, right? That apparently you can see in-universe. So in-universe, anytime Pokemon appears in this series, you do see those rings. Which I think would be terrifying, honestly, if I was just surrounded by Pokemon and all I saw were just rings everywhere. Or I guess if I have to walk up to them and encounter them first, but oh well. And I think I have every single item. Oh, this is also something that you get from this game exclusively. Let's see what the lure does. Is it in the catching pocket? No. I did not pay attention to where it was. Oh, there it is, duh. So a lure is a glass bottle of perfume that makes rare Pokemon more likely to appear. I will try to use that in different routes whenever I actually want a rarer Pokemon. Like here would have been good to use that for something like Pikachu. And let's see what the trainer thing says. Visit Professor Oka's research lab to have him check out your progress on your Pokédex. And I think he gives you rewards based upon your percentage of completion. And there are also his scientists that you should be able to see throughout the area. Also, this is the exit, so that means back over in the right section, we are actually missing something. Because there might be an item over there, or there might be a trainer. I guess I could just run back over there after this. But hey, wait up! What's the hurry? Why the rush? I'm just trying to get to Pewter City. I just want to go beat up a gym trainer. And the gym leader. I'm just trying to get all the badges, please. And catch everything. On the bright side with the trainer encounters, There are some times where you can get Pokemon earlier that you'll now have registered as seen on your Pokédex that you typically wouldn't get until later in the game, either by evolving the Pokemon or doing different things to get that Pokemon at later routes. Since sometimes stronger ones do appear, such as Caterpie appearing as Metapod because it evolved, you can see that in the forest, or Weedle appearing as Kakuna, and so on and so forth. But let me try not to ramble too technically here. Also, this guy apparently gave up even though we beat him, so he's saying that we're too good at this, even though literally we just beat up his Metapod. That was it. Which, bug-type Pokemon are notoriously weak early on, so it's one of those things where I'm actually really glad that we have the EXP share going on with this, because if I had to battle just using Caterpie especially, I would just be spamming Tackle and String Shot, which all String Shot does is lower speed. And then obviously having to battle by using a Metapod or Kakuna you catch, I think they only know Harden. So you would just sit there and spam Harden and just hope for the best. Oh yeah, and there's a combo apparently. Yeah, the more Pokemon you catch of a certain species, you actually get a combo going on, and I think you have to catch them in a row type thing, so we'd have to just keep encountering Weedles. There's a Butterfree! I didn't realize you could actually encounter a Butterfree here. I must have missed that. Okay, there's a lot of them appearing now all of a sudden. Also, wait. Wait. I thought I just saw a Bulbasaur. I saw a head stick out. But I guess we're catching this Butterfree early. And it's a level 3, but there's no way. Some of these Pokemon are just hacking, obviously. It's like the, oh my gosh, what was it? I think Lance, who is one of the Elite Four members, which are like the toughest trainers in the game. Lance had a level something Dragonite. I forget which level. But basically, it's supposed to evolve at a certain level. I think 55, I want to say, or maybe later. And he has it at like level 51 or 52. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember there's always this meme going around of people saying that Lance is cheating with his Pokemon. Also, I am struggling to throw these. Let me try and get this to stay still. I think Pinap. More likely to get an item when it's given to Pokemon you're trying to catch. No. Slightly easier to catch Pokemon. Is it Nanab? Calms wild Pokemon you're trying to catch slightly when given to them. Sure. Let's try using that. I know we only have one. Okay, that does actually keep it still. While it doesn't change the color of the ring, we can definitely still go for it. There we go. And hopefully I catch it. Ah, of course it escapes. And now it's going to start moving again, so it's going to be a tough time trying to throw. Let me just switch hands. I'm using the right joystick because it's easier to keep track of A, B, Y, and X instead of keeping track on the D-pad buttons, the directional buttons. But I am a lefty, so it actually is a lot easier for me to throw with my left hand. And almost got it. Okay, let's try this again. This might take a little while. And I'm hoping for this next ball to catch it. Just because I said that. Did complaining work? Yes, it did. Cool. So now we got a Butterfree. And new Pokemon, so you get a bonus, all that fun stuff. And I believe evolved Pokemon actually do give you more XP. I also need to get rid of the party ones I have. So the data's getting added. Its wings covered with poisonous powder repel water. This allows it to fly in the rain. The more you know. You can also check motion by pressing Y. You can rotate. I forgot to show this off. You can make it do a noise. And then you can go to its various moves that it has. And it will show you the animations for them, which is pretty cool. And then you can just go ahead and send it to the Pokemon box. Now, I thought I saw a Bulbasaur. It might just be that the grass is glowing there. Because it looks like I didn't encounter anything. But let's go ahead and just run all the way back as fast as we can. Also, there's just a Butterfree chilling around here. Oh my gosh. We're going to be apparently catching a lot of things this episode. And like I said, if we're encountering too many things when I'm trying to backtrack, I will try and cut the video to skip it. But like I said, if you guys want to see this pretty much uncut, I don't mind doing that either. And just leaving everything in, all the encounters, all the catching. I think as long as I have something interesting to say, I don't really need to cut it. But I do understand that, especially with Pokemon and with this particular game in the series, it can be annoying just seeing me encounter every single last Weedle or Kakuna or any of that stuff. But we caught that and got level ups all across the board. So Pikachu is now level 10. I think Pidgey's close to evolving. Oh, it learned Mirror Move. I forgot that it gets that. Okay, Caterpie. Everybody's leveling up. I need to get rid of the level 7 Caterpie because otherwise it is going to evolve before my other one does. And, oh! I spoke too soon. Well, we get to see our first evolution. Even though this is not the Caterpie we're going to be using. But as you can see, the evolution scene is actually really, really pretty. I will not be cutting these out. But now we have Metapod, and we get to add this to our Pokédex. Also, if you want to ever stop Pokemon from evolving, press B. I think you gotta spam it, but you might be able to just press it once. But Metapod's data is added, and it hardens its shell to protect itself. However, a large impact may cause it to pop out of its shell. I don't like that, because that is concerning. And then, of course, Metapod and Kakuna learn Harden because they're meant to be Cocoon Pokemon. And, oh yeah, we got a combo on that. That's why we got so much XP. So let's go ahead and send our Pokemon away that we don't need. So you need to go to the box, please. Wait, open Pokemon box. Okay, now I can actually remove these from the party. I do like that you can just select remove from party and it just sends it right into the box. There we go. Now we're at our 4 Pokemon. Also, the tough part about having these bug-type Pokemon, they are weak to rock moves. So we're going to have a fun time with the gym coming up. So I think up here was where I was missing something. And yes, I was. But it's something important. Yep, if I can actually line up. I'd argue we could have missed the potion, but doesn't hurt to have it. Also, I'm going to try to avoid some grass right now as I make my way back to that little area. And if nothing interesting happens, maybe I'll cut the video. That way I actually get there faster. So I will see you guys shortly unless something interesting happens. Okay, and now here we are. I actually forgot to almost cut in the video. There is a person there. I almost forgot to speak. I kind of like zoned out while going through. So what the sign says is, leaving Viridian Forest, Pewter City ahead. And let's just try to sneak past that Pidgey, who is trying to guard the entrance or exit, whatever you want to call it, and speak to the old man here. Have you noticed the skinny trees on the roadside? They can be chopped down with the secret technique called chop down, I hear. Secret technique? They're not going to call it a hidden move? I mean, same thing, I guess. The higher a Pokemon's CP is, the higher its combat power is. I hear CP is a value made up of various stats and things combined. Okay, the more you know. And it's in the trash can. Okay, I guess you can't check every trash can. Oh well. I'm just so used to that from Gen 1. And we do have a new route, which means we can actually catch something new. So if we want... Also, you get a little sneak peek of that. Oh, apparently we're encountering a Rattata. So now we get to have a Rattata in our party. Even though I thought I caught one already. No, I might have just caught one just in passing. But now we have one. So now they're going to be added to our team. And I always do this for the rat Pokemon for some reason. But, okay, this one's female. So this one is going to be Minnie. Unless I come up with a different name. And like I said in the comments, if you guys want something named a certain way, just let me know. And I will try to name them. Let's just keep it appropriate, obviously. But if you comment a certain Pokemon that you want it named after you, you can also tell me what gender you want as well. Because I know some people prefer other ones. Or certain types of Pokemon just because their appearance is different. And some people just prefer it just because they prefer it. So, I don't judge, and everyone is free to get a nickname for a Pokemon that they want. So this one is Minnie. And let's actually take a look at the nature. Okay, Rash I think is higher speed. Oops. More details? No, actually, Rash is... Oh. Wait, this isn't good. This is going to be a very, weird Rattata. Because let me open my nature sheet. I should have had this already open. I apologize. But let's look here. Go to natures. Rash. Higher special attack and lower special defense. Even though... Oops. I accidentally tapped my joystick. There we go. So, this isn't going to be the best thing for it, but obviously it's not very tanky. You normally want speed and you want attack because it's a physical attacker. But anywho, now that we have a Rattata, also, the female party grows. This is just going to be a common thing, I guess, here. I think you only encounter Rattatas and Oddishes here. Could be wrong. I don't really see anything else, though. Oh, and if I'm grinding for a certain rare Pokemon, I will try and, obviously, I lost my train of thought for a second there. I will cut the video until I encounter it. Or until something special happens. And, okay, this Rattata also wants me, apparently. I just like the fact that I didn't really encounter the Rattata. The Rattata encountered me and said, nope, I'm joining your team because I want to go to Pewter City. And I think we're going to get this one. Yep, we now have another one. And I'm going to have to get it out of the team because otherwise it's going to gain experience like crazy when we get to this next part. So there we go. Everyone's now level 7, so Monarch should be evolving into a Metapod. Queen Bee should be becoming a Kakuna because I believe they evolve at the same levels. We're going to find out. Yep, okay, go ahead and evolve. Also, I was spamming A and I was a little worried I was pressing the wrong button and I was going to stop its evolution and I was going to be very sad. So there's our Metapod. And this one we get to actually keep. Obviously going to learn Harden. We know that already. Next. Learned Harden. Yep, we know. And do we get Kakuna? Yes, we do. So Queen Bee is evolving. And here is Kakuna. Just waiting for the dex to load because we have to add the data now. So able to move only slightly. When endangered, it may stick out its stinger and poison its enemy. So definitely sounds like a better attacker. And learned Harden. Already knows Poison Sting, which is nice. That's the good part about raising Pokemon yourself. And not just catching the evolved forms. You can actually control what moves they know as they evolve. So it's super, super useful. And now we're here at Pewter City. Oh, and there's Blue. Hey, nice! I was hoping we'd run into each other. You know, there's a Pokemon gym up this way, right, Pendy? You could battle against a gym leader there, and he's seriously strong. If you want to get stronger, you've definitely got to try to take him on. Ha! Jeez, Pika! You're ready for a good battle too, huh? Who wouldn't be? Alright then, you're making me want to cheer you guys on too, so take these. And what do we get? 5 potions to help us through our battles. I bought some for you with the prize money I've been earning in all my battles. Beat that gym leader, Pendy, and you can really call yourself a true trainer. Give it your best. Will do, because that's going to be really easy to do. And now I can read the sign. Trainer tips. All the Pokemon team current experience points even if they don't fight in a battle. But if we do switch them into a battle, even just for a moment, they'll get more EXP points. Why did I say experience and then EXP? Oh well. So let's talk to the various NPCs here, obviously, and... Maybe we'll get into the gym battle. I don't mind this being a longer episode. You should be careful with your money. Don't go blowing it all in one place. But it's also fun sometimes to buy a whole bunch of Pokeballs at once. Of course it is. So remember, kids, don't be frugal with your spending. Unless it's Pokeballs, apparently. Nidoran, sit! And that Pokemon is getting trained by a kid. We got our Pokemon in a trade, so it's finicky and hard to handle. Pokemon that you get from trades grow faster, but they won't listen to a weak trainer in battle. If only we had some gym badges. And that is a fun little feature of this game that, as you get more gym badges, you can actually have higher level Pokemon that obey you. Because you don't want to over level your Pokemon because there's a chance that they won't listen to you in battle. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here in Pewter City. They're all bug catchers and the like, you know, just hobbyists. But Brock at the Pewter City Gym isn't like that, not one bit. Good to know. Also, I know inside of Poke Centers, I haven't shown you it yet. But you can head in, and there is Nurse Joy. And there are also various trainers in here. I'm trading Pokemon with the girl next to me. I had 2 Pikachu, so I figured I might as well trade one. And see what she has to say. I really want a Pikachu, so I'm trading my Clefairy for one. Good to know. The Pewter City specialty, Pewter Crunchies. They're 500 Pokédollars. You're limited to 1 package per day, though. I'll take some, sure. I don't know what they do. Oh, thanks, they're very hard, so be careful, I think is what he just said. You got a bag of Pewter Crunchies. Also, I bumped my elbow on my desk. Whoops. So, let's see what these are. They're apparently medicine. So, they can be used to heal all status conditions of a single Pokemon. That's neat. And you can only buy 1 at a time. Well, the more you know. Also, I don't think we got a heal. I think we're okay. So let's see what everyone else here says. Oop, if I can actually angle it. The Pewter City Gym Leader, Brock, is a Rock-type Pokemon user. Rock-type Pokemon are weak to Grass and Water-type moves. If you don't pay attention to type matchups, you can't defeat the Gym Leader. Also, I want to say they're weak to fighting, but it could be grounds, and I could just be mixing up rock and ground because I do that a lot with my type matchups. What's this guy gotta say? What? Team Rocket is at Mount Moon? Huh? I'm on the phone, scram! Okay, old man. Apparently Team Rocket is at Mount Moon, which was who we missed interacting with earlier at Viridian City. Well, not earlier, but a previous episode. So now we have the Pokemart. What's this guy gotta say? Did you check out the museum already? No. Really? You absolutely have to go! And does he take us there? Okay, no. I believe in the original games he actually does, though. Because if you tell someone, oh, I haven't interacted with this, they just go, no, we're taking you there. So Pewter City is a stone gray city. And what's this one gotta say? Psst, do you know what I'm doing? No, I guess. I'm spraying lure around to get wild Pokemon to come visit my flower beds. Good to know. And then the person asks the same thing, no. I'm spraying Repel around to keep wild Pokemon out of my flower beds. So since they're doing that, that's just going to balance each other out, and no Pokemon are going to appear, is my assumption. Are you trying to attract them, or maybe a normal amount of them will appear. So let's see what this says. If I can actually read it. There's a notice posted here. There have been reports recently of thieves stealing valuable Pokemon fossils on Mount Moon. Please call the Pewter Police if you have any information or see anything suspicious. Alright then. And what's this guy gotta say? Ah, it's so refreshing. Pewter City stays lovely and cool since it lies at the base of the mountain. The more you know about weather. So what's in here? I'm trying to check all the different houses to make sure we're not missing anything. You've got a better chance of catching a Pokemon if you throw your Pokeball and get him right in the center. But catching Pokemon is never a sure thing. Good to know, kid. Pokemon learn new moves as they grow, but some moves must be learned by TMs. And that's basically teaching you about training machines. So you can actually use those to teach your Pokemon moves that they wouldn't normally learn by leveling up. Oh, hi Pidgey, what did you see? What do you see? Hello? Found something in the plants. And we get a raspberry. Did you just steal berries from them? This is right next to someone's house. That was probably their berry bush. Even though it's not, because it doesn't look like a berry plant. But anywho. This is my sweet little Frey. When she walks with me, she sometimes finds items in the field. And that's teaching us about finding items. I believe this is the museum. Oh, hello? Pewter Museum of Science. And anything else here while I'm wandering around? Oh dear, what am I supposed to do with you, Slowpoke? Oh, thought that person, was similar to a hiker. So, whoops. Oh, hello there. Did you do me a favor? Sure? I want to go to the Pewter Museum, but my dear Slowpoke here is just refusing to budge. Poor Slowpoke. Did you keep an eye on my dear Slowpoke for a little while? Sure. Oh, thank you very much. In that case, please keep my dear Slowpoke company for a little while. Do I get Slowpoke, or is this just a cutscene? We're just gonna stare at the poor thing. Slowpoke is staring blankly ahead. You spent relaxing time with Slowpoke. Wonder if that heals the entire party. I don't remember this, so I don't remember if it does anything. Thank you for keeping an eye on dear Slowpoke. Here, this is for your trouble. And you get a big pearl from the lady, which you can just sell for a lot of money. I would love if you'd keep an eye on Slowpoke again sometime. So I guess we can just come back and do that again and probably get another pearl? Not 100% sure there. But you know what? Since we are getting close to running out of time for this episode, we can check out the museum. So let's see. Hello, it's 50 Pokédollars for kids. Would you like to come in? Sure. Might as well investigate everything here and show off the museum, and then next episode we will go through the various gym battle stuff that we gotta do. So let's see. Right here, if I can read it. A fossil of the rare ancient Pokemon Kabutops. And I think there's just various fossils from Mount Moon. I see a Helix fossil. I see it. And wow, an ancient Pokemon. Oh, it's just a replica. Of course it is. And what's this? A fossil of the rare ancient Pokemon Aerodactyl. I should be grateful for my long life. Never did I think I would get to see the bones of a dragon. It's not a dragon though, it's just a flying rock type, or rock flying type. Oh well. What do you guys say? Let's mount for Rhino Space exhibit. Okay. It says an object that fell on Mount Moon, it says it's an object that fell on Mount Moon, thought to be a moonstone. I'm pretty sure those are smaller. Although I guess if it fell from the moon, it could still be a moonstone. Moonstone, huh? What's so special about it? Looks like an ordinary rock to me. Came from the moon? That's probably special enough. And a 3D hologram, and it has a title, A Map of the Universe. Neat. I want a Pikachu, it's so cute. Daddy, can you please get one for me? Yeah, I'll get you a Pikachu soon, I promise. And noted. Also, we can go through here. I do like the poster, and I do like how they did the museum in this. They look to be pieces of a meteor. Interesting. Deoxys? Do we get Deoxys? Not in this gen. You saw a beautiful crystal when you looked into the microscope. I don't remember if you get anything from here. I don't think you do. I think this is just a cool little area to explore. It looks like an old space shuttle. Does it say anything? Nope, it just says space shuttle. What about the poster? It seems to show the origin of the universe. Is that Arceus? Is that Arceus' jewel and then everything just came out? And then we are here? And what's this guy gotta say? It has been decades since mankind stood on the moon, and now we're following the dream of standing on that faraway red planet. News about space always makes me so excited. I agree, space is awesome. I would love to be able to go to space one day. I think that's definitely a pipe dream of mine, but I think it'd be really, really cool to be able to just go out there and just see everything from this distance and just, well, see everything out there. I mean, obviously you can't go everywhere in space, but you can see quite a few cool things. And it's really neat to think about how we're just on, we're on Earth, and we are so far away from really all other planets. Like, while there are some that you can travel to within a shorter amount of time, there are some that are just millions of light years away that we're never going to be able to see in our lifetime, but at least in person. But it's just such a cool concept to me of being able to explore everything and see such wonderful things out there, and just know that we are a part of it, and it's just super cool. Anyways, I'll stop getting sentimental there. Have you heard a story that say Clefairy come from the moon? People started seeing them after moonstones fell on Mount Moon. Well, noted. And with that, as we reach Pewter City Pokemon Gym with the gym leader Brock, the rock-solid Pokemon trainer, I'm gonna end things here. So next time on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, we're gonna make our way into the gym and challenge Brock. I'm sorry that this seemed to be a little on the longer side and rambly side for just kind of wandering around Viridian Forest and then coming here to Pewter City and not really doing much battling aside from all the bug trainers, but honestly, time got away from me on this. But at least next episode, we're going to go in and take on Brock. So if you guys all enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. As always, Feel free to comment below if you want to see anything else like this. And also, you can also comment Pokemon names. You can comment any ideas you want me to try to aim to catch for on the rarities. Obviously, any feedback is always appreciated. And as always, this has been Pendragon, and I'll see you guys next time.